This is a cursed giant Lego minifigure head. This is a Lego Xbox, and this is a Lego fidget spinner. Today I went to 3 different websites and bought a ton of specially printed and molded Lego pieces. From a custom Rick Astley to off-brand soda cans and a little glizzy with a face. But there's a catch. By the end of this video, I have to design a real-life replica of a Walmart superstore, and it will be containing all of the products and minifigures we're going to be looking at today. So help me hit 100,000 subscribers by pressing that button and let go. Now we have our first box from a site called Citizen Brick. They basically sell a bunch of crazily molded Lego pieces and they look really, really weird. Now let's take a look at what we got inside. To start, we got a lot of weird looking heads. The first of which being this really creepy giant head. There's a little face inside it. I don't know, it looks kind of wild. This is you when I told a bad joke, and this is you when I told a good joke. Dead. They also have these little mini baby things, but unlike Lego babies, these don't have arms. First we have Sock Puppet Baby. Then we have Charlie Brown Baby, Zombie Baby, Baby Jesus, and a Hot Dog Baby. This one is by far my favorite. I just think this is incredibly creative. And another cool piece you would buy from them is giant hands. So I took off the hands of the Swedish chef and replaced them with these. Now listen, on a practical level, they do look dumb, but they can actually hold the Glizzy Baby. Can't call them dumb now, can ya? And then we have some other custom printed parts which I'll be able to use later. And here's this really weird stretched out Lego face. This feels like a bit of an optical illusion. Here he is next to a normal sized Lego minifigure. And now that we have some of those made, I'm going to be turning some of your favorite characters into these cursed minifigures. First I made the face of what Spider-Man would look like when he walks into a room and there's a ton of spiders there. And this next face is Dwight's reaction to when Jim pulls the Jello prank on him for the 47th time. This next face is Woody when Andy walks in the room. And these next few cursed heads consist of a disturbed guy with an eye patch, a disturbed guy that has a abnormally large head, and not one but 2 disturbed guys in one person's body. Next up I made this extremely cursed minifigure using the tall minifigure head with a little face in it, and I put it on SpongeBob. Lego truly is kind of wacky. Next up I made a depressed Amazon employee, and he's upset because I ordered my 5th Lego package today. Yeah, this website sells custom Amazon packages. How cool is that? Jeff Bezos would be proud. Here's a firefighter with a bloody eye patch. And here's Santa Claus when you leave baby milk for him instead of regular milk. As well as a melted ice cream man eating ice cream. As well as, you guessed it, your mom. And this time your dad. What are these minifigures? And finally, we have an inappropriate coffee mug, funny firefighter calendar, a cell phone, a game of operation, and a giant TV for your mom to watch Netflix. And a little one for the kids. Now next up we have our package from Firestar Toys. So then it was time to open, and boy oh boy did we get a lot. So first up we got some custom minifigures. We have Rick Astley. In my 100 celebrities video, a lot of you noticed I didn't include him, and this is why. He's an awesome custom minifigure and I think they absolutely nailed him. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. We also got Al Pacino. He said the famous line, "Say hello to my little friend." This minifigure is epic, comes with the grenade launcher, the suit, pretty sick. And speaking of style, we also have the Block Father. But finally, we have my personal favorite, Colonel Sanders. He even comes with a bucket of fried chicken. We also have a ton of exclusive accessories from him. Now our first custom piece is the Lego fidget spinner. It's a simple tile piece and it spins. Just kidding, it doesn't actually spin, but it is cool. They also made a Lego Starbricks Frappuccino, a note reminding you to buy milk. There's the milk. As well as some American dollar bills. We also have some Lego-sized Mountain Dew, Coca-Cola, and Dr. Pepper, as well as some Campbell's soup and tomato ketchup. But how can I forget the legendary baked beans? We also got some junk food like Hershey's bars and Doritos. Hope you enjoy those, Gonzo. And a stuffed toy version of the child. We also got a gaming setup for you to play with your friends. I'm gonna put baby Jesus with the controller, yes. Also, did I mention they made a Nintendo Switch? Look how cool this thing is. It's really neat. And that's pretty much everyone so far. Now let's get into the last package and then it's time to build the epic Walmart. For our last package, we have Eclipse Graphics. So I opened it up, and let's take a look at what's inside. More Starbucks, as well as some cereal boxes, a Windows computer monitor, and who's that Pokemon? It's Turkey! We also have some ramen noodles, some everyday items like Dayquil and Clorox, as well as a custom molded present. Then inside, when you open it up, there's a little hole to put this sucker in, and you have this nightmare-fueled Lego piece. And I think the smallest but coolest one we have so far is the little Lego pen.
This is a pen.
We also have some parts for a Dunkin' Donuts, which we will be opening inside the Walmart. An American flag we will be putting on top of the Walmart. But most importantly, little Lego sets for our own Lego-sized Lego aisle. These two are actually based off of complete completely real Lego sets, and it's actually really cool that they're made in this little micro scale. And now that we have unboxed everything, it is time to get building the Walmart. And like that, we're done. So next up, I wanted to get some cars for the Walmart. And since I was out of cars, I drove to the local Walmart and went in and went to the Lego aisle. And luckily, I was able to grab Dom's charger. But since this is Walmart, I wanted to make him look a little bit more like a Walmart customer. That looks good. And then I pull him into the parking space. He totally fits in. Very nice. And now that we've finished the exterior, I want to get to work on all the interiors, from the coffee shop to the shelving and the tech department. So the first thing I want to build is a Lego vending machine. You see these a lot of the time in the very front of Walmart. So I got together some parts, added a keypad, and then loaded it with a bunch of cans of soda. And then we sealed it up. And with that, I have just one query.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
And then I placed it into the Walmart next build. So next up, I needed to build the shelves for all the products in the store. First thing I did was set up all the black shelves. And after I did that, I set up some empty soda cans essentially down at the bottom with all this green and yellow coloring. And then to make it look more detailed, I threw in all the prints so that way I didn't have to buy a bajillion dollars worth of these printed soda cans. And then we move up to the top level. We had some Babe Ruth's brick cheese, the Doritos, as well as the ramen. And we just kind of filled it out, and I think it looks really, really solid. Shelf 1 is done. Now next up, we have the toy aisle. So I first set up the shelf again, and on the bottom level, I did leave room for that Baby Yoda plush, as well as the monkey puppet and the little operation game. For those that don't know, this is a board game. It's really kind of fun. And this is a stud hopper. Basically, what this is used for is to attach bricks on the side of a brick, like with this little Lego set model here. And then you could double stack these, and it could look like a Lego store shelf. And then we placed those on, as well as a Home Alone set and some other things. Oh, and how could I forget the Pokeball I put on top? And the second shelf is done. Now the next shelf is pretty simple. So for the bottom level, we have Lucky Charms, and we also have a Kellogg's Corn Plates instead of Corn Flakes, which is kind of funny. And for the top shelf, we have Floor Blocks Bleach.
That intro made me want to drink bleach.
No, Jimmy, don't drink that. As well as Dayquil to keep Mom up. And then we made a for sale shelf with stuff nobody wanted to buy. Interesting. And of course, there's no Lego on sale here. It has the mousetrap, some houseplants, as well as a calendar, and the inappropriate box. And then we have our general store shelf. This is lots of tomato sauce, cans of beans, and even Campbell's soup. Instead of this one saying chicken soup, it says brickin' soup. And we got the beans. On top, we also have some banana milk, as well as a stapler and Jell-O, and a little book. I also added a zombie baby because it shows how dead the shelves are. And then finally, we have the tech center. For this, I just put things like our PC and TVs, as well as cell phones on it, as well as a Nintendo DS. And now I want to line these up inside the Walmart. So it is time to put the shelves in, and I line them across the back of the store. And it's really cool because they make up a full entire shelf. We're also going to be sticking the big shelf over here. And most importantly, the tech aisle is also going to be lined up on the back like in actual Walmarts. Overall, it's looking very good so far, and I'm really happy with progress. Next up, I need to build the freezer section of the Walmart. Every Walmart has one of these where you get all your frozen foods. So I came up with a general design for these. I took these white door pieces and put some grill plates on them, and then I lined them up on the sidewall of the store, and it worked out pretty well. I even got some frozen foods like pizzas and waffles, and I was able to make them visible on the wall. The store is really starting to come together. Our next section of the Walmart is going to be where you buy all your fresh produce. So my concept for this was pretty simple. All I had to do was take this one gray brick and take all these corner white pieces, put them together, and then we could put a fruit in them. We did this for apples, bananas, watermelons, and I made a really big one for baguettes. And then we lined them up on the left side of the wall, and they fit really nicely. And second to last, we have to build our most important station in the store, the checkout. Now this was a bit complicated, and I spent a couple hours putting it together, but here's what I came up with. First, I got a 2x6 black brick, and then I lined up the sides of it with stud hopper pieces, and I took a black plate piece to resemble the little conveyor belt that is on a shopping rail. After that, I built this little contraption to lock in the orders. And on top of that, I built the cash register where you could check out the customer. I also set up a little area where you could put all the food once it is bought. And then I clipped on the flag, and like that, it is done. This actually worked out so well, I was able to build the whole second one. And now it is time to place them into the build. Finally, a thing I noticed when I walked into my recent Walmart is that there is a Subway there. So what I did was take some of these bricks for a Dunkin' Donuts and actually make it into reality. I put the brick and donut sign on the wall, as well as the donut bakery order sheet, as well as the coffee and espresso sheet. I also set up some employees, and most importantly, the coffee station. Overall, very cool. The first thing we have to do when we start a Walmart store is hire a bunch of employees. We have the manager of the store, whose name is Jeb. We also got some cashiers and a barista for the Starbucks. And most importantly, we have the most important job at a Walmart, the greeter. And yes, it is perfectly intentional that I made it Squidward. Now that we're staffed, it's time for the grand opening! So the customers started rolling into the Walmart, and it's getting packed pretty quickly. Yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like when you go to a Walmart on a Saturday night. This guy's wife told him to come and buy milk and even gave him a sticky note that says buy milk. He forgot the milk, so he bought this Lego Star Wars set instead. Good job, Greg. This guy also came to buy a new iPhone. You can't buy eyes here. This old guy came for some baked beans. Mr. Big and Tall wanted some cup of ramen and bleach. And your mom wanted a new calendar. How much will that cost? That'll be $37. Awesome! Bro, we just scammed that guy. Excuse me, there seems to be a problem. What is that, sir? The wall where all the frozen items, like the ice cream were, it just kind of disappeared. How else do you think we're supposed to get these interior shots? We're no strangers to love. We know the rules, and so do I. Buy it! Buy or get it, free! Oh my gosh, guys, their stuff is free? What? Thank you for coming to Walmart, my gosh. No way. I dropped my child. And like that, the breakout has been completed. Even Rick Astley got a completely free Xbox. How epic is that? Gonna make you say goodbye. And with that said, the Walmart is officially done. I also want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. This year has been insane for the channel. We started the year with like 20,000 and we're ending with almost 100. So make sure to look out for a stream towards the end of the year, which chances are we're going to be hitting 100,000 subscribers. That's nuts. Also, I'm looking for a new profile picture design with the Swedish chef, so I'm going to have a form you can submit your design to down below. The winning design gets a free Lego Star Wars set. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace out. Stay awesome.